Welcome to this game of Mechabellum. You can see here I'm fighting against N-Tag T and my options: Marksman, Quick Supply, Eye Badger, and Rhino Specialist. Here I was between the 5 Badger Specialist, even if it starts with bows, but starts with crawlers, I can go for the 5 Badgers as my shaft clear anyway. But I end up going for Quick Supply Specialist with very little HP, and Sledges with crawlers. My opponent, Sabertooth, Supply Specialist, Typhoon and Cost Control, and here I would probably go for either the Supply or the Sabertooth. Probably Sabertooth Specialist, but let's see what he chooses. And he goes for the Supply. So 50 extra per round. I get 200 on the first round. Let's go for a quick deploy here. And if you are not subscribed yet, you could subscribe, it helps me a lot. I'm almost to 800. I have kind of stagnated and I want to go up. But you will see me doing something a bit crazy. Some may call it madness, but I will just get 1 marksman and more sledges. And my intention here is, you can see I'm using horizontal sledges, with the intention of going carry sledges. Yeah, carry sledges against a 2000 MMR opponent. Let's see how this will work. You can see that he went for marksman and 0 shaft. His towers are being annoying. Yeah, very annoying. Hitting my sledges. You can see if it wasn't for the tower, it was the top 2 damage for him. Even the other one did quite a bit of damage. It was killing my crawlers too. I would have won if not for the cursed towers. And here, intensive training, which is a good card. There is also haste module, which could be useful. Mass Produced Wraith is also a very good card. If my opponent already has marksman, I could go for wraiths and then just go land wraith. But I go for the intensive, because one of the problems of the sledges is they take very long to level. Even when they kill a lot. You can see this one did a lot of damage. I was going to level it, but then look, it's almost at half experience, so I get another sledge and level this one. So now I have a level 2 sledge. Don't have the money to go for any attacks, even if they would be very good. I will put 1 fang in front, because I was worried about missiles. 1 missile here. Put the missile here, it could be devastating. It would kill the crawlers, the sledges, and the marksman. So yeah, that's why I put the fangs, protection against missiles. Let's go for quick deploy so we can see what the opponent's doing. And he got a level on one of his marksmen, which is bad. Now he one-shots the sledges. And he's going for crawlers. He also sold one of his towers. The one that did the least. This one is the most annoying one. So 3 crawlers and level on the marksman. My tower is doing something this time. And Sledges are getting the work done in here, even if the tower is still annoying me. Look at this, it was top 1, now top 1 again. Top DPS of the opponent is the tower. You can see killed the marksman, but yeah, don't quite have enough to be able to kill the rest of his units. So another defeat, and I start with very little HP. I can't keep it losing like this. My marksman got a level. It's that I went for the orbital, but not the best choice. Then should have went for something else. Because you can see I can't quite get all his units on the orbital. I went for one shield here because I did expect him to go for orbital on me. And went for range on the Sledges instead of mech range, which is usually my first one. Because I wanted them to stay protected inside my shield and to hit the units that keep hitting them from far away. So range can be very useful. The opponent went for a Scorpion, which is a counter to Sledges. But this time I managed to win. But the thing is, I used the shield. So I used the 100 money that he didn't use. You see me go for the storms instead of the 5 badger. Opponent goes for level 3 5 badger on this side. I go for 2 storms, I will sell 1. And now mech rage on the Sledges. I also have intensive training back, which I will use to level this sledge. So on this turn I went for 1 crawler, 1 sledge, level and tech. And my opponent went for more scorpions and range enhancement on the scorpions. Thankfully I have level 2 sledges here, otherwise those 5 badgers would go for my tower. But you can see my front line is not doing that well. I'm having shaft clear problems, and now I have scorpion problems. My idea with the storms was maybe they can help me against the scorpions, but I'm not even hitting the scorpions on this side at least. So yeah, looking at that point I was, this sledge strategy is not going to cut it. So let's get the heavy guns, or the heavy lasers. You see me going for 1 missile here, because look at this. Crawlers go here. Sledges are coming here. I was going to destroy the Sledges, the crawlers, and damage the Scorpion. Great missile if it works. 1 Abyss and can't tech the Abyss, don't have the money. So just more shaft together with the Abyss. My opponent do have marksmen with high level, so he can kill the Abyss. But I was hoping that the Abyss would help me hit his units faster. One marksman is locked on my Abyss. Almost. Kill it. No, fight the other side. And it's dead. Defeat, but at least it was not a big defeat. But now my opponent knows what I am doing. Even then, another Abyss. You can see that I went for Fangs in here because there is the Wasp Swarm, which I picked, but my opponent picked and I didn't pick. He wanted money. And he was protected against it, but he used it defensively, strangely enough, and went for wasps with higher specialization. Also oil. You can see I went for first tech swarm missiles, which do help a little with shaft clear and can kill the marksman. But I do have a wasp problem. Thankfully, it's level 1 wasps. So my Abyss can kill it. Level 1 wasp without shield. Shield is really annoying the wasps against the Abyss because they can survive 2. They can survive 1 and they have to take a second laser to die. You can see the missile killed the marksman right at the end of the HP of this Abyss. So missiles are great against marksmen. Here there is Typhoon, which is good against wasps, but it's very weak against scorpions. So not the best choice. You see me going for Overlord because at least I will lock it already. And it's the same money as the other best unit. So just grab the Overlord, sell it. And the idea for the unlock is it can be useful because it's the only photon commission that I can get for my Abyss if I need to protect them against EMP. Right now I don't need it, so we just sold it, grab it another Abyss, and range, which is really important. Also, Mustangs. I need to start getting units to deal with those wasps. Unfortunately, getting the Abyss, I don't have much money left. So maybe it was greedy of me to go for the third Abyss now. I should have first invested on my anti-wasps, which also helps with the shaft clear. But that's not what I do. And I forgot to click quick deploy. You see my opponent putting crawlers in front, the idea being to bait my swarm missiles, at least the first wave, which it does very well. So wasted the first wave on this side it was still useful. My opponent went for melting points to deal with my Abyss, which is the correct answer because the marksmen simply won't cut it if they get killed by the swarm missiles. But this time Abyss takes the victory. These 2 of them survive and my opponent's getting very close to death. Here, electromagnetic blast, which I really hate to see, because now I have to invest on protecting my Abyss against, and I need 2 to protect all of them, which is very expensive. Protecting the ground, so yeah, and what I couldn't invest because of that? My anti-wasp. I also go here, but for my opponent it's much easier to protect. Just put 2 shields. And he went for crawlers here too, to bait the missiles. Also, shielded fangs, so his shaft is even more annoying for me to kill. This for the sledge to kill. And the Abyss, the laser of the Abyss will also not kill a fang now. You need 2 passes to kill a fang, but the swarm missiles can kill them. You can see swarm missiles killing marksmen, but fangs being annoying. And he's getting locks on my units, which is really bad. Look at this, the tower almost died to the swarm missiles, but didn't. And my last abyss falls. And suddenly I am at very low HP too. We are very close to each other. We both go Farseer and sell it. It's kinda useless. You see me also going for shield on my fangs. Getting more fangs, but I forgot about Mustangs, which I should be investing. I go for another Abyss. Miss on his crawlers, even if it won't stop the swarm missiles from being triggered. And putting lots of missiles around. Protection here too. One here to get this crawler. But my opponent now goes for what I was fearing. Energy shield on the wasps. And he gets a lot of more wasps. And I didn't invest on my Mustangs. I didn't get more Mustangs nor get tech for them. And suddenly the wasps will be a problem now. Because the main units that kill them here are the Abyss, which take quite a long time to kill shielded wasps. You can see here, need 2 passes to kill each line of wasps. So, taking a long time. The overlords are helping a little. Swarm missiles doing a lot. And right side is winning. Left, not quite. And I almost managed to win. If this abyss hadn't died right at the end, it would be a victory in this round, but we go for round 10. My opponent goes for the tank production, which is good, but I go for acid. And if he doesn't shoot, which is quite possible, this acid can be devastating. I put on the side he has the strongest melter. He went for more shaft clear. Finally getting shockwave on his arc lights. And I finally went for the Mustangs. Even sold one of my overlords to get double attack on the Mustangs, so range and air specialization. Missiles again. Range and speed. And even another missile here to protect against a possible flank. I'm very safe against these wasps here if he tried to put here now because all the Mustangs. And let's see how this goes. He didn't protect, and you can see acid on a lot of his units. His wasps are coming, but this time there are Mustangs to kill it. Don't depend on the Abyss to kill the wasps. Even if on this side I was winning before, I'm losing. But here, look at the HP of the melters. They are dying without getting even a single hit from other units. Now they will get a few swarm missiles on them. And they are dead. So the acid, really important on this one. Tower debuff. So one up is dead. One melter dead. And another melter dead. And that's more than enough. 2 level 2 apps alive for me to win. So I won going sledge carry, even if they weren't my carry units at the end. But I started with them. That's important. I should probably have grabbed a few more of them, although maybe not. I had 2 tags on them. and my opponent had 3 scorpions to deal with them. He even went with the field maintenance on the sledges, which is good against the abyss if they are on vertical position, not horizontal. If they are horizontal, it's not good. But that's it for this game. Hope you all enjoyed this Sledge Abyss matchup versus Arc Melting Scorpion with lots of wasps, which was a problem until the very end when I finally got units to deal with them. But that's it. I will see you on the next one.